Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of App of the Week. This week I want to address a topic that I get a lot here in our school district here in Charlotte-Mecklenburg, which is online assessments in Google. Teachers want to be able to create online assessments and they want them to be graded in Google as well. And I'm going to show you an add-on in Google Sheets called Flubaroo that can do that for you. I'm going to try to do this in 3 quick steps. So let me go ahead and get started with you with step number 1 is to make and take the assessment. So you want to make an assessment and you also want to take that assessment. So I have an assessment that I've created here. I want you to notice a few setting options that I selected. I automatically collected respondents from our school district. The reason why I do that is because there is an option in Flubaroo for you to email students and I can collect their email addresses using this. I also, as a part of my assessment, include where the students can put their name in as a part of the assessment. It just makes it easier to identify the students as you're looking through them. So I would suggest doing that. But I have my assessment here and it's completed and I have taken the assessment. And you'll notice here that when I took the assessment, I put answer and key as my first and last name. It just makes it easier to identify which option is the answer key because all other responses are going to be based off of the answers that I put in my answer key. It is important to note that spelling does count. So if your students spell it wrong, they will get it wrong. Capitalization does not. So if you capitalize something and students do not capitalize it, it won't count against them. They'll still get that question right. Okay? Once I have my answer key in, now I can make it available to my students. Students can begin taking this assessment. I can make the assessment available to them. They can take it, and you see I already have a couple of responses down here that I can take a look at. And once you have your responses in here, what I can do is I can now go and start step number 2, which is to run Flubaroo. So I'm going to go here to my add-ons. If you don't have Flubaroo, just go to get add-ons and you'll be able to find Flubaroo in there. But I already have it in here and you just hover over Flubaroo, and I've already run this once. But so if you have not run it, then you would select grade assignment. But since I've already run it, I'm going to select regrade assignment. But it's the same process. You'll be able to see how it works. So when you hit grade assignments, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this first step in the Flubaroo wizard where I can begin identifying what items I want to be graded. So for example, I don't want their name or their username to be part of the grade. It's just something that will identify the student. So I can make sure for the grading option, I check off identify student. Same thing with the grade. I don't want the grade, what grade level they are, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I don't want that to be a question that gets marked off. So I'm going to hit skip grading on this one. And the rest of the questions, these are the ones I want to be graded. I can modify the point value for each one if I wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I hit continue. And then this next step, I'm just going to identify which one of the responses is the answer key. What are we going to base all the other responses off of? That's why you have to take the test, and that's why I always put answer key as the first and last name for that one. I'm going to select that one, I hit continue, and now it has graded the assignment. It says grading is complete. And you'll notice down here what it did was it created a separate worksheet called grades, and now I have my information about how many questions the students got right, what the percentages was, which ones they got right, which ones they got wrong. I can see the percentages. 100% of my kids got this question right. 0% of my kids got this question wrong. So I have some feedback that I can go off of, and I know where I need to go a little bit further on with my instruction. If I go back to Flubaroo again, we can look at, we've already done step 3, which is just view your grades. But if I need to, I can get a report so I can get some graphs from the grades. I can also email the grades to the students. So this is Flubaroo. This is an online assessment grader that you can use in Google Sheets. So make sure the next time you want to create your assessment in Google, you try to use Flubaroo to help you grade your assessments.